Seattle Seahawks. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Second and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a
touchdown, Seahawks. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First carry now for Trey Sermon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they'll go for it. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play that time on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And
confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And Lance now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Brings up 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. At the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alton Robinson Able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Here we go. Here we go.
From midfield, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A final shot before half for Lance. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. I do have to admit I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down and 8. Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Shotgun now for Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now it's Lockett. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On play action, Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's Sermon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 9th rushing touchdown on the year, number 12 overall. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing, and oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Niners are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Lance going to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Breaks through the contact. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. He was brought down by Blasson Austin. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And now they'll throw with Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Throwing now is Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Wilson to throw. The quick slant caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Wilson going to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape.